Alright, so in this video we're going to be showing you how to remove a crimped piece of PEX off of a fitting. If that's what you're looking to do, stay tuned and let's jump into this. Alright, welcome to the Plumbing Gurus. My name is Carson. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, whatever it is you want to do, and let's jump right into it. Alright, so we got two different methods of doing this. I only use one method. There's two methods to decrimp a piece of PEX. So what we do is we're taking the ring off of the pipe and then ripping the pipe out to reuse the fitting. If you're in, like, say, a really tight spot and like you've done a bunch of work, you don't want to cut it all out, or maybe you just have a bunch of cutout fittings that you cut out and you have to redo, and you want to keep the fittings because they're like $1 or $2 a piece depending on what you're paying for them. So there's a thing called, I don't know the exact name of this tool, but it's called a Decrimper. That's what I call it. It literally just cuts the ring off. I haven't been able to find this tool in a long time. I'm happy I still have it. I have a 3/4 and a half. I do not have a 1-inch, so if I have to do 1-inch, I go this method. You can use a little hacksaw, or just take a blade off of, like if you have just a normal hacksaw, take a hacksaw blade. I've also used the Sawzall. Don't recommend the Sawzall because if you go too far, you can cut the fitting, and it's kind of just big and bulky. And so anyways, we're going to get into the first method that I prefer to do. I like to use the Decrimper. So the Decrimper, it's just like a crimper essentially. You wrap it around the fitting. So with these, the only problem with this tool that I've found, it seems to happen more with my 3/4, and it's like half the time it'll pinch the fitting and it'll oval the fitting. So you just want to inspect your fitting after you've done it to make sure you didn't wreck your fitting. Because if you wreck your fitting, just chuck it in the garbage and it's gone. It is what it is. So this thing, it literally just, it has a little blade on it, so it wraps around the PEX, and then it's just got a little blade there, and it makes a cut on the ring, a perfect little cut. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around, and what I find is, like, if I put pressure on the fitting against the tool itself, I find that it has a less chance of bowing the pipe or the piece of fitting. So I just grab it and then just cut it. You can hear that little click. It makes that click and cut. I don't know if you can see that at all. We'll try to get you a little view of what it looks like. So it makes the cut, and then all I do is I grab a flathead screwdriver and I put it in between the cut. Try to get you a view there. Put it in between the cut and just twist it like you're twisting a screwdriver. And then it makes a thing like that, and I just pop it off. Comes off, and then pipe comes off. Worked perfect. See if we can get you a nice little view there. So to me, that fitting looks really good. I would reuse that. I'm happy with that one. Let's get rid of this ring. I'll clean that up later. Pipe. Okay, I guess we're going to hand cut it. Not my favorite way to do it. So usually, if you're just doing it like this and you have a vise, I recommend a vise. If you're just trying to save fittings and you want to reuse the fittings, a lot of times I'm too lazy and I just chuck them out or put them in the copper bin or something. But if you really want to save the fittings, best thing to do is put it in a vise or something. I don't recommend doing this because, like, if you don't have a lot of skills with this type of stuff, you may cut yourself, and let's hope I don't today. Or you can put it on a table like this. This is another way of doing it. We can try to do it the safer way. So we just take the hacksaw blade and we are cutting until you can nick the PEX. It's fine to hit the PEX, to go through and touch the PEX, because it's almost impossible not to. Just don't go so far and savage that you hit the fitting and cut through the fitting. You'll be able to see the fitting after. It's the same as this tool. You can inspect the fitting. If you see any nicks, scratches, or dents, throw the fitting in the garbage. I haven't done this in a really long time because I have that tool. I always look over and Clayton's doing this. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like Decrimper. He's like, I like doing this. He's old school. He doesn't have a microphone, so he can't defend himself right now.
Yes, I can.
See, to me, this is like hammering a nail into a piece of wood instead of using a nail gun or something. Oh, this takes forever. But if you're in a pinch and you only have a hacksaw blade and you don't have one of these fancy tools, and it is another thing. Is this thing you got to carry around in your tool bag, and they are kind of expensive and really hard to find. This particular one, there's a couple different ones. We're gonna try to find you guys one on Amazon. We'll leave a link in the description below. We'll find one that's a good quality one. So there is actually one. I'll see if I can find it. It will do all sizes. It'll do 1 inch. It'll do 3/4 and half. It works pretty good too. These are the best ones though. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Almost there. See, we're already hitting the pecs there, but then it's like on a weird angle. This is the part I don't like. You gotta kind of like not try to cut the pipe or the fitting itself. Almost there. Just waiting for Christmas. Okay, I think we're through. This is the same procedure. You just pinch it, do that, pop it off. You know what I'm going to do? Because this is another thing that is really cool. I'm going to do it. Instead of just pulling this off and showing you it the easy way, sometimes you'll have a situation where you can't just like rip it off. So what I do is I cut it close to the fitting. And this is just when you're trying to like save a fitting or whatever. These Milwaukee PEX cutters, again, we'll leave these in the link in the description below. They have a funny thing. When I first bought these cutters, my first pair, they've broken. I was like, this seems super unsafe. You can see it right there. The blade pokes through, and I didn't really clue in the first time, so I filed it down. I was like, I'm gonna cut myself on this. This doesn't seem safe. But really, it's to cut the PEX off of a fitting. Again, probably don't want to do this without a vise or something, but if you have a pair of channel locks, you can go like this, and it literally just cuts the PEX for you. Sometimes you're going to make a couple cuts to do it well. And it cuts through the PEX. It's pretty cool. Again, time consuming. For the $1 that it costs for this fitting, I don't usually care to save them, unless they're like 1 inch fittings or like valves or something like that. But if it's just like a cheap coupling, I don't usually take my time to save these. But some people are different. Same idea, you just pop it off. Pipe fitting is in immaculate condition. Yes, immaculate. I don't know if you saw that. But anyways, that goes in the garbage. Just kidding, I'll pick that up later. If you have a different way of doing this, I would love to hear your method. So far, these are kind of the only two that I've ever used, and I'm pretty sure Clayton's ever used. Again, this is my favorite de-crimping tool. There's a few different styles out there. Let's see what we can find. I'd love to try to find these again because these are definitely the best ones. Let us know what you guys thought of this video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.